Good evening. It is Thursday, December 11th. The three of us are back again tonight.
Yes, I'm back. I'm reprising my role, and hopefully things go a bit more smoothly, a bit more quickly today, but we'll see.
Well, once we quit assuming we knew the answer and actually read the directions last night, we solved it nearly immediately.
True. No one deserves more blame than I.
That's not so.
And I'm feeling much better this evening, so hopefully I'll be sticking around for the entire thing.
Let's get into it. Let's see where it goes.
Let's get into it.
Let's see where it goes.
Gus and I just got back from the store, so we're still eating our supper prepared
Yes.
beautifully by Natasha.
You can take the answer key decoder thing, and then
It's a really exciting supper.
Don't read that one. Don't read that one.
this one, the storybook.
Yeah, we don't
It's
want to read the
The help. We don't want to read the help book.
Don't read the cheat code.
Have you cracked open the cheat code book yet?
We have. Like,
You used it last night.
What?
like I said, we have.
Oh, I was saying, Gus. Yes, we've used it.
Goodness gracious.
All right. Let's see. So we're on day 11.
Yes.
Okay.
What's it say right up here?
Carefully tear out the calendar sheet before reading.
Again, I'm going to suggest doing what it says.
All right, and I will set this over here on the side. Okay, 11th December. After a little exploration on the Mirror Planet, which is where we were yesterday,
Yes.
you climb back into the spaceship. Klaus has polished off the last Uranus Rex bar and starts the engine. Or rather, he tries to start the engine.
Oh, no.
It just makes a few pitiful, sputtering sounds, and with a tired whine, dies completely.
Well, that sounds like me.
Just like me trying to do the,
Repairs are your job.
Oh, of course they are.
Go see what's going on, demands Klaus, and goes fishing in Tom's provisions bag again. Who's Tom?
Tom was the bartender
At the
that
very beginning.
Oh.
the bartender / restaurant owner at the very
see.
beginning.
If he continues like this, he won't fit behind the wheel. Klaus is loving his victuals, it sounds like.
And so is John.
Well, Santa Claus has to be big and fat by Christmas.
You open the panel behind which the technology is located, and your fears are confirmed. Engine damage. It's completely broken. You can see that at a glance. Strange.
Oh, no.
Even though the spaceship is quite old, it seems odd that the engine would give up so suddenly. It almost seems as if someone has meddled with it.
Maybe it's gremlins.
Wait! Isn't that a footprint on the
Uh-oh.
dusty ground?
Maybe it was Blitzen.
Has someone been in here? Either way, the engine needs repairs. Unfortunately, you don't have the necessary tools, let alone the spare parts. But then you have an idea.
Okay.
Klaus's shaving
idea.
kit!
Oh, Klaus's shaving kit might
Klaus's
have tools
shaving
in it.
kit. You dismantle it in no time. Brilliant! You already found the first spare parts together. You should be able to do some precision engineering now. If only you understood the gibberish in the owner's manual. There's a lot about choosing the right screws, which wires you should connect together, and how a complicated looking diagram catches your eye. Oh, connect together and how, period, a complicated looking diagram catches your eye. Please turn the page.
Wait a minute now.
Okay, now
Now open door 11.
Now,
Do you
show
notice
the
anything-
camera.
Do you notice anything interesting about the text, perhaps?
Bring it up a little
Yes.
What do you notice?
bit. You
interesting
notice
about
that
the text?
screws
are bolded
and
and
connect
connect
together
together.
is in bold.
Yes.
Everything is a clue.
Now, open door 11.
Where is? There it is.
Behind you will find 3 riddle cards, K1 through K3. And hi, here we have on the back. It's,
Oh.
I don't know how well you can see this.
Tic-tac-toe. I suggest
that works.
before you jump to any conclusions, you look at what's in the door.
There's some more stuff in here. There's some like key stuff.
Oh, the keys are probably from an old
from
one
something else that
because they
slid
tend to
over
slide
into
around.
These, you think they're
Yeah,
from
that's
something
from
else? Okay.
a different day.
All right, all right.
But what's pictured in there?
red herring?
Anything?
Red herring. We've got another blue-looking implement thing on the back of the door.
Those are going to have to come in.
We've
handy
got
someday.
some green zappy lights on the right side. We've got some rusty looking stuff. We've got there are some screws on the bottom, which probably is important because we're all about screws today. There's a Phillips on the top left, a flathead on the bottom left, a star on the bottom right, and a hexagon screw on the top right. That's everything of note, I will be honest. I don't see anything else that looks like it is sticking out to me.
Anything on the ceiling?
Not that I can see.
Okay.
There's, on like the floor area, there's like a circuit looking board thing with a red wire, a blue wire, and a yellow wire.
Does it look
Ooh.
like? Does it look like this thing right here? Maybe.
The red, blue, and yellow wires are going to be important.
It doesn't really look like this at all.
What are the red? What are the wires doing?
They're just sticking out of a thing. It's like a very small thing. But they're just sticking out of like a circuit board looking thing.
I'm going to stick my head under here.
Yes, why don't you have a look?
Where's your flashlight?
I don't have my phone on me, believe it or not.
Where's your phone?
I think it must be in my room or something. Hi, Pearl. Okay, well, these cards are clearly in alphabetical order, right?
Well, they're
are
not
they?
Because
really.
the green one goes A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I.
Right, but the green one is number 2.
This goes J, K, L, M, N, O, P. And the blue one, I guess, is K1. But
There's a lot there about choosing the right screws, which wires you should connect together, and how. A complicated looking diagram catches your eye.
So, okay, so it's the 4 screws on the back wall.
yeah. Do you think the position corresponds
So-
to...
Let's finish what you were
Okay,
going to say
sorry.
about the 4 screws on the back wall.
I really didn't have any thing to say other than I think that somehow what's in the upper left hand corner, guys?
Okay, the upper left-hand corner is a Phillips. So what I'm thinking...
What's in the upper right hand corner?
A hex. Hexagon.
What's in the lower?
Lower left is flathead. Bottom right is star. So it's like
Okay.
a 6-pointed
So I'm thinking
Wait a minute.
one that's not a hexagon.
Gus, what are you thinking?
So I'm wondering on... Can I take this for a second?
yes.
So I'm wondering if we should be looking at... and I don't know if this is going to work, but like, let's look at this first line. It's like there's 3 screws connected by red. Is that a word that would be like... Well, I guess then it wouldn't make any sense because you'd need other ways to get the middle letters. But I was thinking if it's like a Phillips, does that mean it's a J because it's like the top left on the red one? And then a L because it's the second one, but that doesn't spell anything. Like JLR wouldn't spell anything if it's supposed to be a word or something.
Is the pattern in the back the same on all of them? And does it matter? You see where there's like grooves
Yeah,
and
the
so
pattern
forth?
is the same.
So, what is the significance of the fact that the cards, I agree, it appears to be an alphabetical order if you set it out this way. But what's the significance of the fact that it's
That in sequence, it's
that in
like
sequence
that.
it's like this? Does that mean you have to take blues and move them to the left somehow? Or doesn't it seem like it, I don't know, does it seem like it should go this way? Or does it seem like it should go this way also? Well, how does it match up with whatever's in there?
It doesn't really.
So you're studying the picture now, Natasha. So what were you going to say, Gus? I kind of interrupted you.
I pretty much said it.
Let me see what it is.
But it didn't really make any sense when I was thinking through it. So, I mean, so my instinct is to say that on this sheet where the screws are, I mean, they got to spell out words, right? You would think. And I feel like
would think,
I feel
yes.
like each of the screws should correspond to a different letter.
Or it's going to, yes, or it's going to spell out, I think it's
Yeah.
going to spell out numbers that are words, like they SEVEN or
Right.
something.
And there's 3 blue lines, 3 red lines, and 5 green lines.
Well, and the directions talk about connecting them.
Yes.
So
And interestingly enough, oh, never mind. I thought there was an upside down exclamation point on the green one, but it's just it's an I, but it's a lowercase I. Everything else is uppercase.
okay,
It's strange that it's lowercase. But it looks like an upside down exclamation point. I don't know if that's significant.
well, look at the end of the alphabet on the blue one.
Yeah.
What do you see?
Next time when it's an exclamation point,
Why?
which is what I was saying. They look similar, but they're printed upside. Yeah. Could be the
Why is there
exclamation
an
point printed
exclamation
upside down.
point at all?
I don't know. That's what I'm wondering. I'm trying to mention things that I'm noticing and thinking. There's hardly any duplicates of screws, and there's none of the same kind next to each other. The only time screws are duplicated is when there's 5 in a row, and it's a minus at the end both times. The green sequence, the second green sequence with 5 is the same as the blue sequence with 5. Minus, plus, hex, star, minus. Do we think those are directions that need to be moved in or something? I mean, they couldn't be like north, south, east, and west, because that's not how they're oriented in the bottom of the box.
I don't think it's directions. I think it's literally going to be drawing,
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
Connecting them on the thing?
yeah,
Because
like,
it says that's what the directions tell you. There's a lot about choosing
Yeah.
the right screws, which wires you should connect together, and how.
Okay.
So, what happens if you just connect hexes to, or stars to stars? What do you get?
I'm not sure.
what do these, there's gotta be, these have
to
to
be
do
letters.
something. So there's got to be another step.
These are blue. These are green. These are red, which sounds obvious. But what happens if you connect? How many letters, how many screws are there in the red lines total?
11.
And there's 9 letters on the red. And then what is that? Is it 11? It looks on each of them?
No.
Okay. The screws.
Choosing the right screws, which wires you should connect together, and how.
Are
The
any of
right,
these-
it's the right screws.
in there on the one, the exemplar, are any of the wires attached to any screws?
There's no wires attached to anything. I probably shouldn't have even mentioned the wires because it's such a small. It looks like it's a flavor detail. It doesn't look like it has any significance to the puzzle at all.
I want to say that you're probably correct because it is so small. The red, yellow, and blue thing that's like, it looks like somebody pulled off a part and just tossed it aside.
It
and it's
does.
just a teeny tiny little piece.
But it confuses me because if it meant anything, then you would expect the yellow wire to be green for this. But anyway, it's a
And it
it's
could
a-
be
it's a
like
digression.
it could be like that's the order we use or something. But I don't think that has anything to do with coming up with the 3 numbers.
And what's the pattern of the 4 screws again?
Plus in the top left, minus in the bottom left, hexagon in the top right, star in the bottom right.
Here.
Well, this way, so I'm not trying to be a jerky boy, but I look here, I see there's a plus in the top upper left, minus in the lower left, a star in the lower right, and what is supposed to be in the upper right?
Hexagon.
So that's the only thing that's close to that. I also see that there's a pattern on the wall.
It does not match up to the cards. I've already thought about that.
How about the pattern on the floor?
It does not match up to the cards.
It looks closer than the one
It's
on the wall.
you can swipe. I took a picture of the floor too.
Yeah, I feel like the screws they have to be letters or something like that, or each of the lines has to be a letter of some kind. But there's got to be some kind of way that I'm just not getting of using the screws to figure out which, to move around on the letter cards and figure out which ones are which.
There's also footprints in here.
Yes.
Okay. There's stuff like you said the I is lowercase, but look at the C. The C is messed up too.
Yeah. It's got like a bite taken out of it.
Although nothing appears to be
Right.
out of sorts on the red one.
Is this the same rust spot in the upper left of all 3 of them?
Yeah.
So, do we have to... What happens if you lay them on top of one on top of the other, like they were gloom cards?
Well, nothing because you can't see through them.
Get my head back in here.
Where's K3?
That's the red one.
Where's K2?
The green one.
Yeah, that doesn't show through at all.
We got like flux capacitors on this side.
So okay, so what we're trying, our goal is to find numbers to put into the control panel to get the pattern to go to the next day. Right?
Yes.
Okay. So, and we've got letters on those. So how can we turn letters into numbers here? Using these other clue cards that we have. They've each got 9 letters on them, which are all of there's no zero. Is there a 0 on the control panel?
Yes.
Okay. So that doesn't really work.
3 4 3 4 5 4 5 3 4 3 4. Doesn't seem significant to me.
It's not just telling you, like... No, it's not.
There's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So there's 10 pluses. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 hexes. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 stars, and that means flathead would be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12.
Can I see one of those little cards again?
You can see them all, baby, because I'm coming up with nothing. I'm gonna take my Santa Claus tie to the dry cleaner once this season is over. It's the second time I've
Gotten slop on it.
gotten slop on it. What are you thinking, darling?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I keep having thoughts that make me feel like I'm on the verge of getting it, and then I am like, what the hell am I talking about? What the hell am I thinking about?
Well, whatever it is, spit it out.
Did
It can't be worse than
do the
what we've had
positions of
done
the
so far.
screws matter in here? Because I was thinking, well, what if you used, if it's about connecting the wires or connecting the screws? I was thinking, what if you start on these cards like where the plus is, and then go to the hex, and then go to the star, but those don't spell out anything. I did it a couple times in my head, and they don't spell anything. You'd get like R. You'd get like RLL, and that doesn't spell anything.
Right, left, left.
Well, I was thinking that, but then that doesn't do anything for the green and blue ones.
Okay. I almost feel like we need a piece of wire or a piece of string to actually physically.
You know what we need? String or nothing!
Oh, okay.
Or hint.
Were you sitting there trying to connect like pluses with pluses and minuses with minuses and stuff like that?
No, I was trying to go with like Gus said, if we connected like in the same order, like the plus and the hex and the flat, but it wouldn't, it's not
Yeah.
coming out to anything.
Because, yeah, I was trying to think, too, of, well, if you went from the plus to the hex and then to the star, it makes like a right angle shape, which corresponds to the box that the P is in on here, for example. But, again, that doesn't spell anything out when you try to do that.
Well, what about if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Maybe it's telling you which,
What do you mean?
but then how do we know which one is the yellow and which one is the, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like if it corresponds to the box the P is in, that would be 7.
So.
Oh, I guess
how do
I
you
see what you're
make the
saying.
box on here. 1, 2, 3,
yeah.
4, 5,
Well,
6, 7?
No, the way the thing I was doing was, since the Phillips head screws in the top left and the hex is in the top right and the stars in the bottom right, if you were to go from top left to top right to bottom right, it makes a right angle,
Sure.
like upside down facing
Yeah.
left,
Yeah.
which corresponds to where the P is on here.
Okay.
So, like, if it was a full box, if it was all four, it would be the N, which is like what this next one is, because it goes like completely around the box.
But that doesn't give us,
Oh no, it doesn't. It would be the O. It wouldn't be the N. So what if I went plus to minus to star to bolt? That would be the K. It would be POK, which is almost a word. That's closer to being a word than anything else so far. But
Which ones were you trying? Show me how you show them on the camera physically what you're doing. Draw it out with your finger.
Okay.
on there.
So, what I've been doing, which, look, let's try this for a second, actually. So, if you can see the red card, I hope you can see that. I hope you can see the red card. See, it's got letters on it in every quadrant. It looks like a tic-tac-toe board. So, it's got different openings at all the different areas because it looks like a grid. And in the bottom of the box, the screws are set up, one on the top left, one on the top right, one on the bottom left, one on the bottom right. And they correspond to the way that the screws look on this. So there's a Phillips head in the top left. There's a hex in the top right, a star in the bottom right, and a minus in the bottom left, flathead. And so what I was doing is starting at the Phillips in the top left and then going to
Kinda
the
draw
hex,
Draw it out with your finger.
the hex on the top right. So Phillips and then hex and then down to the star on the bottom right. And since that makes a shape that looks like this, a bar on the top and a bar on the right side, that corresponds to the P, the bar on the top and the bar on the right side. So that's the box that the P is in.
Why did you stop there?
So if we, because it wasn't making a word, but I was doing it wrong. So let's do this for a second. So if we start, so that would be a P. So write down P. Using this card, since the string is red on here, we're going to do that same pattern. So start at the top right, go to the top left, go to the bottom left, go to the bottom right. That makes a shape like this, where the O is. Oh, sorry, where the O is right here. I don't know if you can see that. So put PO. And now the thing is green, so let's go to the green card. Be plus minus star, which
Show them on the.
I feel like
Point to them on the
I'm-
camera what you're trying to do.
I'm trying. I'm not going to do it for every single one, but I feel like that's sort of
Okay.
an example. So there's the card here. So if we go plus minus star, which are the pattern of the screws, that would take us from the top left to the bottom left to the bottom right, which makes a shape that looks like the square where the C is. So write down C, POC. And we established that the fourth line is a K from before. So we're getting somewhere. This is like
Pockets.
this is seeming like words, right? And so now the next line is green again. So we'll go back to the green card. Minus plus bolt hexagon thing, star and minus again, which would make a full box, which would be the E, which would be the E, so we're barking up the right tree. The fourth one is a plus in the top, minus star hex, which again is this one. So that would be a T.
We got pocket.
Pocket. And then the square again, so it would be a W.
Pocket.
Because it does a
pocket
full
sand.
square. Minus star hex is this one. So is this one right here. So that'd be an A.
Darn, it's not gonna
Pocket watch. There's a pocket watch on here somewhere.
get a W already?
And-
No, well,
But that would make sense because we're chasing the rabbit.
Wait a minute. Did you say?
Yeah, we have a
Did
W.
you go from pocket to A?
we had a W.
Oh, okay. Okay, pocket watch. Yeah, there's a rabbit on
Plus
here. We're chasing a
minus
rabbit.
star
And there's a watch on
hex
here.
would be this one. So it would be T, W-A-T. And then plus minus star would be this one. So that's a C.
Ooh,
So it's got to be watch. Minus plus hex. So it's this one. So yeah, it's the H, pocket watch.
was that the last one?
Yes, that was the last one.
All right.
So now what we need to do is find somewhere on this box or somewhere on our materials, is there
there a pocket watch anywhere?
Is there one somewhere? Do you see one there? Do you see one there?
Hey, it's right there.
Do you see one there?
Two. There's a line to the 2, a line to the 4,
And there's an error,
a line to the 6,
2, 4, 6.
and then there's an arrow.
which probably establishes
Which direction?
clockwise
you're going.
direction.
Which direction you're going?
which direction?
You see? In
Yeah.
other words, you don't go 6, 4, 2.
2, 4,
You go
6.
2,
So
4,
should I
6.
try 2, 4, 6?
Yeah.
Hi, buddy.
All right, 2, 4, 6.
2, 4,
Open her back
6.
up, Gus.
So we're at 11.
We're going up to the right, diagonally.
Diagonally, okay.
Up diagonally to the right.
Again,
Up diagonally to the right.
again.
Does that give us a triangle star L?
It does.
Sweet.
Gussie boy.
Good job,
It
Gus.
does.
Gussie boy.
I knew that had to mean something. All right. That took a bit of a...
That
took a
was
while
you. That was you figured that out. Very good. Lift Hengist up so everybody can see him. You got to put him over.
He looks very unhappy.
He says, "Here's my foot." There's Hengist. Hello, Hengist.
You see his face at all?
Not really. Hengist.
I think they've seen enough.
There he is.
They've seen enough of him.
Good night. See you
They've
tomorrow.
seen more than they wanted
Have a
to.
great evening.